Did you see him use tasers?
Yep, they did use a taser. One guy did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did use it. Yes, they did use a taser. And I think, if I ain't mistaken, he pulled it out. Because them tasers, when they shoot it in you, as long as they hold that trigger, that thing will shock you. And all that wasn't necessary. For 8 people to be on this man, and he laying on the ground bleeding, you're macing him. I know he got tasered once. Maced him, tasered him, stomped him, punched him. One of them, he had him in the head, like punching him in the head. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. And they had on boots too. They was stomping him. Don't make no sense. Damn, they done did it again?
More than once.
Why is they doing this man like this?
They want to kill him.
Shit, a couple
He claims they want to kill him.
A couple more beatings like that, he's gonna be dead. That's ridiculous.
He was released. Well, they took him to the hospital, actually. Did you see? You didn't see them take him to the hospital, but you know they took him.
Oh, I see. He walked past my cell on the way to the hospital.
Okay.
They had him in shackles.
Okay.
He's still bleeding from the head.
Okay.
And he looked over at me. He was just like this. Bent over talking about how bad his back was hurting. And he just looked in my cell when me and dude was in the whole cell, and he winked at us like, yeah, they got to take me to get some medical treatment.
Okay.
And I ain't seen him since.
Okay.
That was the last I ever seen of him.
Okay. They took him to the emergency room with orders to have him committed. He said he was crazy.
Shit. What was crazy, what they did to him. That's what was crazy. Yeah.
What's up?
Hold on.
Alright.
Yeah, what they did to him was crazy.
Okay.
That's illegal. I don't care where you at. Now, I can see if this was the 50s and 60s when they was doing that shit down in Alabama and Mississippi. But this is Akron, Ohio. They ain't had no business doing that. And this is 2005. They beat that man bad. Cause he could barely walk. He was walking just like this. Shackled up. Talking about how bad his back was hurting.
That's because he was disabled to begin with.
Oh.
He's a disabled veteran, has a back brace and other braces that he wears before they did that to him. Yeah, they took him to the emergency room with instructions to have him committed to the mental health facility, that he was mentally ill.
Man, from what I seen, he wasn't mentally ill.
Did you speak to him at all before this happened?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Like I said, I'd never seen him before.
Okay. Yeah, the documents that I have that came from the sheriff's department said that they were opening the door to let him out of the cell to go home, and he rushed the guards. So that's why they had to use force against him.
That's bullshit. He asked them why he hadn't been released yet, and he kept asking them. He was hitting on his door. They opened up that door and they whooped his ass. They ain't opened that thing. Well, if they opened the cell to release him, how come there was 8 of them standing there? Shit. They full of shit. That's what they is. And tell them I said it too.
Well, since you mentioned being full of shit, at what point in time did he throw the shit at them? They claim that he was throwing shit at the police officers.
Shit?
Feces. They don't say shit.
No, they no, they lying. They is damn, man. You know what? Well, ask them, did they take a picture of the cell where he supposedly threw them feces? That's what they ought to do. Where is the evidence? Where the pictures at?
The only
Did they
pictures
even
I have are what he looks like.
Did they even take pictures of him? I bet the hospital did that. Damn police didn't do it. I gotta grab this phone. But not look wrong. They was dead wrong for what they did to that man, and they know they was dead wrong. And nobody deserved to be beat on the way he was beat on. And they know they was dead wrong. They just trying to cover their own ass like they always do. Period.
At any point in time, did you hear him praying?
He was praying for him to get off of him. You know, Lord help me, stuff like that, but I'm telling you, I'm surprised the man could walk. I am shocked that he could walk. But he wasn't acting mentally like he had a mental disability or that he was flipping out or nothing like that. They opened up that door, they started beating him. He fell out of the cell, they kept on beating him. If he was such a threat, once you had him on the ground, this 80 y'all masoning him, y'all stunning him, y'all stomping him. How come somebody just put some handcuffs on him and put him back in the cell? 8 people on one person, it's ridiculous. And if you can't subdue 8 people, if 8 people can't subdue one person in a matter of 1 minute instead of stomping them for 5, they don't need their jobs because what they gonna do when they by themselves? Get their ass whooped? They full of shit. They know they full of shit. It take him to have him committed. Shit. Motherfuckers that jumped him ought to be committed. How that man gonna jump on 8 people? They opened up that cell door. It was 8 of them standing there. And they smiled. And these were some big dudes. Well, I know one of them was about 6'5", 280 by itself. And they had fun doing it. They was laughing and joking. They thought it was a big joke. And if he was throwing feces and stuff like that at him, how come they didn't have old plastic gloves where they was whooping his ass? They had on their leather gloves beating the shit out of him.
They were hitting him with their fists?
Yeah. They hit him with fists, stomped him with boots, with hard shoes, those shoes they was working in, they hit him. Hell, I'm trying to think if I seen one hit him with a damn club. I'm telling you, I can't believe it happened. I have never, I done heard about police beating people, but I had never actually seen something like that in my life. If he sued him, he'd get rich as Rodney King did. For real, because he got beat. The only thing, and you know what? I bet you they got it on videotape. They gotta have it on videotape. That whole area is constantly surveillanced right there, because that's the control room right there. That whole area, I bet you money they got that on tape. There's nowhere in the world they don't. There's cameras all over that damn place. Tell them to produce that. Bet it wasn't working at the time, my ass. But what worked is because you bastards turned it off when y'all whooped his ass. Shit.
These were all sheriffs, or were they Akron police?
They was all sheriffs. Summit County sheriffs, all of them. All 8 of them. There was one black guy that was on the clock, the one that booked me, and I can't remember his name. He was nice as can be. He was nowhere in the vicinity when they jumped him. Nowhere. He didn't come over there at all. I can't remember, but I seen him, I know him. If I see any one of them, I know who they is. That's foul. It's really foul. And if anybody, I know the one kid, that little young dude that was in the cell with me, he gave up his name and number. He tell the story. I don't know if he told it or not, if y'all been able to get in touch with him. But I know me and him seen it. Me and him was in the same cell. I couldn't believe it. It was ignorant. Blood was all over the floor. From old dude's head, from getting stomped and kicked and punched. They lying.
Stop.